I wanted to clarify something to make sure that everybody understands how the course is set up in the first week. Typically I send an email out notifying students of this, but I know it can be a little confusing sometimes when we're starting up. So when you log into the course, should be the view you see. This is student view that I'm able to do. What you should see is this week 1 should have some stuff open, and these week 2 and 3 are not yet open. Notice there's an unlock date here, and so typically Saturdays 12:01 a.m. The next week's stuff will open up. That's just to reduce confusion. Also, just for the first week, I set the course up so that you have to do things in order. So notice these little circles right here. Some things have circles on it. Notice this one right here doesn't. And also there's a few down here that don't. In order to go through this week's information, you have to come in and go through each of these items in general. So I've opened and viewed these first 2 items, and that's open the next item. When I click on this one here, and open it up, it'll unclick, it'll put the check mark there, and then this next one will be available. So here, and so take a minute and read through the stuff step by step. The video at the start isn't too long here. Notice now the next one's available. And I've done this on purpose to try to answer the questions that typically come up and to get you to understand, the things that you absolutely have to do. This first week's has a little more stuff in it than normal. As you can see, week 2 and 3, a lot less information, but I really want to make sure we're clear on stuff. So this forces you to do things in a specific order that answers a lot of the questions that I typically get via email. Most of the time it's because students haven't gone and looked at the information I've provided, so they have a confusion or a question, and so a lot of this is that. The other part then is to make sure you're clear on expectations. So these first few assignments, like the class introduction, the survey, the article review, and the first lesson for lesson 1 in the Computing Essentials book, you won't be able to get into those until you view these previous items. So I hope that clarifies for you if there's any confusion there. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you could email me in Canvas, that'll be better, because I really pay attention to the inbox in Canvas as opposed to my email at the regular LCC email address. I get a ton of email, and so it's easy for me to lose email from students in classes. So if you have a question related to class, if you could please email me in Canvas, you'll get a response a lot faster typically, and I tend not to miss those. Hope your week goes well. If you have any other questions, see you online in class.